The greatest feeling in the world was holding my own gun. I'm hypertensive, but all my decisions been wholesome. My independence had me flipping on siblings I stole from. Said I'm just big and loud. Well, £1/2 pound is my silent treatment. I punched out plugs I could've stopped from eating. Jackie Gleason on the TV while his mama's sleeping. That plate was made, or he got that chick filleted like she Polynesian.
The fucking niggas do to me though. So I stand there blinded while my jewelry glow.
When I'm in there putting in my orders, it'd be people from all over the country putting in their orders and picking up their orders as well, arguing with Johnny. He got a strong Vietnamese accent, thick, you can't really understand it, and a Mexican and black neighborhood. So you got people from Louisiana with a Louisiana accent, somebody from California with California accent, somebody from Florida accent, and Johnny just like, man, this is English, but it's not. Like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just in there translating, like, no, Johnny, all they want this part gold, this part diamond. You know, they want this kind of diamond. They want, you know, I'm just translating. I didn't do nothing that was hard work or, you know, I'm just sitting there translating, I'm diffusing a fight. You know, it's about to be a fight. Let me just calm it down. You know, y'all just misunderstanding each other. And then from there, it was even then, those were the Switch House days where they didn't know who I was, but people would like hear the voice and they'd be like, man, I know your voice from somewhere. What's your name, Paul Wall? Man, you Paul Wall from the Switch House? And it would be one of them things that would, Johnny didn't have a clue who I was. He didn't know who nobody was. So shit, you know what I'm saying? Jay-Z could walk in there. At that time, he's not gonna know. It could be, you know, Michael Jordan walk in there. He's not really gonna know who's there, but he just was like, oh, you a famous rapper this whole time you selling grills and you famous? But I'm, you know, like, well, I ain't really famous. I'm underground. It's not really like that, you know, but that's kind of how we kind of teamed up in the beginning. Cause shit, I'm selling grills, but to hook people up. So same with Johnny, you know, when you make them and you're making them for the dentists are putting a markup on them. The salesmen are putting a markup on them. So Johnny was never in it for the money. So when he first started with his own store, where it's our store, normal markup might be, you know, you buy something for $1,000, but it really only costs like $300. You know what I'm saying? So Johnny be like, well, shit, we gonna sell it for $600 instead of $1,000. The other jewelry stores hate us, but the customers love us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So Johnny like, shit, fuck it, we don't need what do we need the other jewelry stores for? But the thing I love about Johnny is the same opportunity he gave me, he gives to people every day. We got over 1,000 wholesale clients from all over the world. You know, a lot of them are making new starts with their life. They coming out of jail or they doing something, making a transition. And it's a hustle. If you go out there and hustle, you treat people right, you build a name for yourself.
I think that's part of the reason why the acceptance for you is different and lands different. You dig what I mean? We have a lot of society today, culture today, there's a lot of back and forth about other races selling our own culture back to us, right? And that those debates turn heated. I personally have always talked about walking down Flatbush Avenue and nobody that looks like me owns any of these stores. I can't get a job in any of these places.
Man, that's something I talk to Johnny about a lot because historically you come to America as an immigrant, you get a loan. But if you're from here, you can't get a loan. Especially if you're black, they ain't giving nobody no loan. But if you're an immigrant, they're gonna give you a loan in a black neighborhood to open up a business. And then you go from selling there, but the people who own the businesses don't live in that community. They live in an outside community. Right. So their taxes don't go to that community.
Their schools.
Right. So it's like a double take from the community. The people owning the business not making the money, then the money's not, the people that own the business not of the community, and then the money's not going back into the community, it's going into another community. So that's something where, you know, Johnny fully understand that. So he's always giving back, doing things to give back. But it's one of those things, well, no matter what you give back, you know, you give backpack drives, you know, what can I do to change what goes on in the community?
I think you mentioned it. The fact that you guys live in the community, you hire from the community. You just said people coming home from prison, able to get a job, able to support their families, able to spend money in their neighborhoods, able to fund those schools through the taxes. I think that the fact that you're cognizant of it, you dig what I mean? And the fact that you're aware and you're making it a point to, let's do it like this.
Yeah.
Let's do it this way.
To me, I look at it like there's absolutely nothing I could do. Now, I should absolutely do everything I should do. Everything I can and should do, I need to do. I should do. We all should. But if I do all of that, it's still, in my mind, I don't think it's gonna really make a change. You know what I'm saying? But you still gotta do it. It's something you have to do. Because sometimes the change be for the one person. You know what I'm saying? The one person who really, it makes a difference to them because they really needed, not necessarily a backpack or, something like that, but they needed the time to talk to somebody, to see somebody that, man, I came from here. And look what we did. We worldwide now. You can be worldwide bigger than us. And let me help you get there. You do something, we're going to support you. We're going to give you the spotlight. We're going to financially support you, whatever we got to do. But a lot of it is something where, like I say, man, it's such a huge thing that, undertaking of trying to, better your neighborhood, better your community.
That's only if you got the conscience to do it, though. For some people, it's that's not an undertaking at all because it never occurs to them to do any of that.
Right, they're worried about
get rich and leave.
Their community is their family.
Right,
for a lot of people.
That's where it starts and stops. At the door, that's my community. All the rest of y'all fend for yourself. And I think that the fact that you're not doing it when anybody doesn't do it that way, I think that speaks to the character of the person behind it. You look less like a bloodsucker and more like a community member. Right. And I think being a member of the community is all any community ever asks. Mm-hmm. Not to mention respecting it. So I think that's where your stripes come from as far as that's concerned. Let's one time.
That right there remind me of what Nip was doing.
Yeah, facts.
Same
facts.
exact thing what Nip was doing.
Facts.
And Trey talked about it too. Mm-hmm. And Trey was up here. Trey the Truth.
Yeah, true.
He was up here. Killer Mike.
Right.
No, doing stuff in your neighborhood is for your own good. It's not, don't look at it like the reverse crabs in the barrel, like you get out and pull a ladder up behind you. That's corny. Then people come from the exact same spots you do. And quite honestly, I'm really sick of us cannibalizing each other. I'm sick of us always taking from us and always doing us dirty and always making it bad for the rest of us. Like we got enough enemies in this world. We don't need to pick fights with the dude who lives next door, went to the same school with you, knows your cousin, stop that. That's just corny. Please stop it.
It's all around. Look around you, man. You can find inspiration. You can find discouragement. It all depends on you. Perception is everything. Some people just hear another song. Some people hear the greatest. A nigga used to have no chill. Nowadays I bump side A. Traffic going bumper to bumper, stuck on the highway.